On the back all the way, no damage being done, but look at Les. Scurrying himself up into a 4 position. Lovely discipline. Look at that, the double peak still. MW, low enough, 22 health, up in his face. Aspas dashed all the way. It's a kill for him.
And now Sadak's worried that somebody could be pushing on the flank. They know that there was a big aggressive push out of B main, so that means they need to be worried about the flank,
Spike planted.
which is where Dujazine is, and anybody rotating through mid.
This Dujazine on that flank is going to be vitally important as well, meeting themselves. Sadak low enough, slight angle. The frenzy in his hands.
Both players dealt with. Dujazine coming out through sewers, and then Sadak collecting that kill.
All up to Mazine. Players weak enough, but look at that. Loud making sure that they pick their timings correctly, and that's the pistol round one for them.
It's utility, I think.
But also potentially punishable as well. Rendezvous close, and they're thrashing onto him. Nade rebounded off close to the side, and he's caught. Very difficult position. Whiffs the shot in the head under bullets. Don't do it. It's loud. Overpowering. Fight ADS. 2 years. You're not too favored there.
No, he's slightly closer to the corner, so he ends up losing it. But Aspas picks up the operator and hits the shot where Dujazine was whiffing.
Come down to those individual fights now. Khalil, he's been a monster in Americas. One of our top-rated players so far. Exchange of the weaponry as the stun comes out. Rifle in his hands, trying to bait it out. Look at him trying to play the best he can, but another fast play towards it. Look at that. Immediately disrespecting it to Dujazine! Oh, he was on top of the box! Rendezvous, then a punish.
There's the aggression again, though. How does Dujazine handle that?
You just can't. It's overwhelming. An onslaught is coming your way. A bit of a late lurk there by Les, but he is dealt with. Rest of the players in the site with the Cosmic Divide really splitting up the site still. The kills are going the way of FURIA. Trailblazer into the back of the side. That spots it out. Sadak, you are not escaping that.
Spike
Not a
down,
chance in
B.
hell, and that's the spike separated entirely. What a response from FURIA.
And the spike left it in a position that seems unrecoverable. But also, FURIA have invested 4 ultimates to win this round. That's not replicable. And they're still... Listen, it's still not completely safe. I've seen Aspas deliver magic with these knives a couple of times before.
First in 2 years. Moving forwards, a bit of a contact play. Try not to make any noise. They want to try and hunt down 1 kill. Found. Can they get a second?
I got the spike.
2v3. Spike reclaimed, but 35 seconds left on the clock. Time starting to become a bit of a problem, and no one
30 seconds
wants to
left.
make the first move. Fight being taken off to the side. That's a trade, but in a spammable location, just unwinnable there for 2 years. Extremities. You're seeing it here in action over and over again. Look at this A-lobby aggression. It's disrespectful. Straight away through that. It's going to be a Trailblazer using an nade into the corner, updrafting to escape all, or at least most of the damage. Aspas falling relatively low there just from the decay, but a bit of a break, a pause in the play. The battle has been taking place now, waiting it out, and a bit of exploration still. The fight's being taken there, an exchange of fire.
That's a ridiculous play. Les sneaks through A main in order to get a backstab on MW, who was just trying to hold down Heaven. And look at what's happening in mid here. QCK's pushed deep, hoping to get some info, and just looks backward at the right time to catch a silent Sadak.
A deep push, giving him a lot of information and the kill. And look at this, this is even greedier. A half clearance, an off angle by QCK, and the spike's dropped down at his feet. Stunned up, running and gunning, and Aspas doesn't win it. An attempt is made to try and punish. They're left down to 2 years.
I have the spike.
30 seconds remain.
30 seconds left.
What can you do? Doesn't seem like a lot. The way FURIA have been playing, and now they spotted his location. Khalil and Mazine are happy to give him a bit of space here now. Go ahead, take the fight. Walk into mail. We've got it covered. Double setup.
Split on the defense, I think. You want to be staying mobile.
Whoa! What is
There's
that?
no way! Les got a second up in Heaven!
It's all over the place.
Poison's off. Grenade!
Kills happening on every single section of the map. It's what it feels like. But how is Les getting away with that? And look at this guy.
I mean, that is just the most horrendously unfortunate timing for Dujazine. He's worried about the Viper Orb and someone sneaking around the right-hand side of it, unscopes, and Les hits an inhuman flick, and then we didn't catch it on camera, but he just deleted another player over by A Heaven. And now he's up there controlling the rotates. He's just won a round on his own.
Yep. Rewarded with the operator in his hand as well, holding all sorts of angles.
One enemy
This was a thrifty.
Recovering it.
It was a thrifty.
Yeah, thrifty win.
2 kills with a Sheriff, 1 with the Guardian, and 1 with an op that Les picked up from a corpse.
Just when it felt like it was FURIA gaining a bit of momentum in this half, FURIA, or I should say Loud, steal it right back.
Yeah, that is brutal. It's going to take the wind right out of FURIA's sails.
And that is absurd, yeah. Just forced to save. QCK, no money to buy into the next one, needs to keep this rifle.
And one of the reasons I wasn't a fan of Dujazine chamber when we saw it last against Crew, and why I thought it would be a good pick here for Loud, is that Dujazine is normally a very aggressive player.
Look at this up-close position. Oh, does this get cleared? Could be a view model difference if the gun's on the wrong side! That is absurd! That's a double peek there. I think Loud, they do their best to clear that properly. And yet still W0 gets 1.
And 100 damage into Cowanzine too. So look at this exploration through mid. What's the adjustment? The trademark's still not broken in B heaven. And if Loud want to threaten like they are going towards B, that smoke's not going to be enough. You've got to get rid of the trademark too.
I've got your trail.
Broken, Seekers pushing through, unless this time dealt with. Tap of the rifle, Dujazine close to the pillar. The pull as well on top actually doesn't grab onto him. Didn't pull him out of position there. He was still favored to take the fight.
30 seconds left.
Site gained, but only 2 players remaining here for Loud, so they have to plan safe.
Spike planted.
A 2v3. Does Aspas want to take some risks? This is a very narrow angle that he wants to hold distracted. Misses the timing. Heard the flash, was worried about the re-peek there from heaven. There was an open angle. Playing a bit safer now, but it's going to have to take some magic, I think, 2 years. ADS up, wasn't expecting the other player to be swinging there, stunned into the corner. There's a timing to be taken. FURIA, can they try and overwhelm? Dash forwards and back. It's a high-low setup now. 2v2, flash round the side, and it's just about managed. FURIA win it.
That is close. Another great attempt by Aspas and Tuis.
Viper Orb in their face, Snakebite's locking it down now, down to that final 20 seconds, and it's FURIA that should know exactly where Loud is. They should be able to contain it. No, they just cut across. QCK trying to hold that angle. He gets obliterated. It's up to Dujazine. Only 1 found. Battling their way forwards. Spike's going to get planted with seconds to spare, and they can get to play this post-plant, but it is a 3-on-3. Flash down, nade. Against the back wall here. What are they waiting to play off of? A flash. He is smoked off, angles taken, there's opportunities for kills all over the place. Satchel, unfavored for Cowanzine, and he still gets the kill. But moving forwards, one after the other, and Mazine has been good.
Well closed out by Mazine. Khalil finally having some impact as well with a 2K up from heaven, hitting some very nice shots. A little more difficult for Sadak, but he just barrels through it.
Yeah, disrespecting it. All the way through NW. Off to the side, Sadak doesn't watch it. Showstopper's popped. MW's looking for a little bit more with this one, but does he expect the players? Holding close there, all vacating.
And in the meantime, Dujazine's fallen. That means no trademark to help Mazine anchor the A site.
And all the space taken. Aspas wants to hold it down. There's a slight gap here into the Viper wall. Anything could happen here. A battle of these timings, but still a minute on the clock, and a bit of discipline being shown. You can feel Loud picking and choosing their right timings. They're going all the way back to mid. Why not? Okay, Viper Pit was dropped in the middle of all of this. Space gained. Fast enough. What in the Lord's name is that? The final boss of Aspas just making magic before our very eyes.
And Cowanzine pulling a magic trick out. There's another one from MW.
Traded, but getting 2 there is just phenomenal. Now what can Mazine do?
I've got your
He's closed out these rounds, but not as a sole player. Left in that 1v2. Seeker spots his position. Broken, double swing. No way! That is something special.
What movement from Mazine! And he finishes a 3rd round for FURIA. So it's a bit of a fake mid-pressure. They don't leave a lurker, but then they do return to the site. So this is going to feel a little similar, but they've overwhelmed
Missed the timing, yeah. The contact play, they just weren't expecting it. And that's 2 Loud players falling. The 3v5 now, Plant's going to go down without any problems.
Yeah, not only that, look at where Dujazine is. He's just got such a fabulous post-plant position.
All the way in their spawn. Have to clear up this flank though. That's MW being quite low, so let's fall easily enough. Cowanzine Making his way through now into B main.
Last
They need to
player
find a couple more
standing.
kills though, and it just won't be likely. Look at that. Khalil was pre-firing a jump spot. That's a double face and taking up the space. Kawazin's close there with a Trailblazer broken. Lil's got to be wary of a potential double peek, and wow, they're falling on the other side of things. There's action though in mid. Double satchel through. Les wins his fight.
That's
No follow-up.
beautiful play from Loud in this round. It really is. The abuse on Khalil's fantastic. What is that reactive play away? Let's just got deleted.
And Sadak left with a judge in a classic. He was looking to see if he could try and take out one of the opposition, but they've already worked their way in, and a deep Viper's Pit laid down. It's back and forth, back and forth.
The Seekers are out here though, and QCK has 11 health inside the pit. He could definitely get spammed down.
Shots
down,
flashed
A.
up. Dajazine couldn't see a thing.
Gun here.
Aspas with a timing right behind them. It's been pinged out, surely. They're working their way all the way through. They've got 40 seconds in this round to try and make something happen. QCK.
Does anyone know? I mean, they think Dajazine might still be in hell. And now, as the spike is tapped,
30 seconds
I think they
left.
should have a good idea that they're both inside the pit.
Tapped looking for a refight. Are they going to swing off someone's contact? No, there we go. Sticking it through. Timing was
Last
important.
player
1 for 1.
standing.
Kawazine versus Dajazine. Spikes planted. Plenty of time left. Flash up in 3. Timing behind the screens, and he just about manages it. Slight tap there with a movement.
The movement from these players is so good because there
Watch the
isn't
flash.
Jet and Arrays here on the attack.
Here's the footsteps though, misses the shot. Updraft, smoke at his feet, trying to get out alive, but he is being swamped with utility. Landed at his feet all the way, and now he is surrounded. What can he find? Shots then! Just trying to evacuate.
One enemy remaining.
Eventually taken out, but
Spike
just like
down
that, everyone
A.
dropping like flies. Loud were there.
30
Fast with the
seconds
response,
left.
taking that A heaven control.
They've done a great job and just completely overpowered things. And Dajazine with the tour de force, he got one, but just as the sight hit comes through, is the timing gonna work? He's just slipped into a nice spot.
He can get spammed here. Not cleared, but he can be spammed. Every single angle, the wall doesn't go up in time. It would have blocked all the bullets.
Yeah, it does just in time though, in order to help the rest of his team fend this off.
And the Seekers as well. It's a triple push right into them.
Spike down
A
mid.
firing line of Loud. They met them pound for pound as well. But they're going to be pivoting straight up into A heaven. They wouldn't be wading right into this. I have to know. Aspas is there and through the wall. They'll claim his prize. NW falls.
It's so good. He timings the flash from Mazine, makes it feel like there's nobody there, and then re-peeks through the smoke.
Anchoring at the back. 2 years with 1. Immediately traded out by the 3v3. And the longer they wait, the worse it's going to look, because Sadak is taking back the space, and he's got a
30 seconds
showstopper. Angle watched. It's traded. 2 on 2. Spike planted. There was an
Last
opportunity there to
player
take the fight, but
standing.
now just down to Kawazine. Pull pushed him back. A risky fight to be taken here, especially individually, giving Kawazine his ones. They want to be doing this one, but Mazine holding, flash in his hands, just waiting off the contact of Khalil, I think. There he is. Maybe not. Over the top. Such a hard fight to win, but potentially for the map here. Wants to try and find just one of the fights alone. The wider swing, the movement. The shorty, no way! Pushing forwards, he wins the clutch, and that is the map secured.
We saw Mazine.
All slow, isn't it? Contacting up. Maybe a bit of a read in terms of this setup, because I know that they've only got Khalil anchoring it, possibly. Shock darts close, that clears some of the utility. Turret's taken care of as well, so no more nano swarms. All the way forwards here, dart into the back, drone clearing it. Tap of the plant there in a common position, just trying to bait out the utility that FURIA might have to counterplay it.
They're so deep.
Yeah, close to the corner here, just avoiding that snake bite. And now they want to hold the position and hold this space. They've gained it still, and look at that. Laying claim and laying waste to any that will hold against them.
Incredibly good pistol round strat again from Loud. Same kind of thing that we saw in Split. Utterly dismantling Furia.
Playing together. Couple of right clicks there from QCK, but easily dealt with nevertheless with that player advantage and a pistol round gain for Loud. So one downside to the Sova, it is a lot slower than being able to play with the rest of your team. Typically quite far back when you're using that utility. Oh! Sadak already worked the timing in.
Oh, QCK, normally that wall is used at the beginning of rounds, but they just had no idea that Sadak had snuck through the wall.
breaking a portion of it. What a space gain. That's an interesting high tide. It's going all the way.
Yeah, it just cuts off a bunch of information. If anybody's playing over at yellow, they're going to be a bit concerned you could sneak past them. If anyone's playing on site, you're threatening that you move towards yellow. Ideally, they're trying to pull people away from A and away from mid over towards B. But you can see that Khalil is still trying to lock this down.
Yeah, despite the early kill, it seems like FURIA still willing to stack a few of their players over towards this area. The walls go up. So does the util. FURIA just trying to offset that one. Deep Cove. They're using a common spam angle, but no one's able to turret. But Aspas still dashing forwards. He wants to try and take the space, and look at that! Names being claimed as well. 3 in a round for him. Dealt with to Jacine.
Positions on the A side hits. Why would he not go for that here?
Interesting that they're just giving up that space towards Orange as well, but now the Viper wall up. Dart through the back. Just tag up QCK, but round the corner, back to safety now with a post-plant situation.
Making sure that they've got a good angle onto any diffuser there.
Playing this retake is so hard with the operator. It's hard in normal circumstances, but you're up against the Viper and the Harbor as well. There's so much that's going to be in your face. Time.
They've used a lot of their post-plant utility already, though, Loud. This is just going to be a brawl.
Relatively early. Rifle gained a bit of an upgrade. Smokes down, tapping down, but still that timer is ticking, and a bit of spam could do it. Half want to defuse. It's bought them crucial time, crucial. Almost does Mazine have enough? That is the question. He does indeed. 0.74. Giving them the indicator. It's a cleared up sight. Oh, that space gain. Look at it on top of screens. Aspas, he's so aggressive here.
He's so deep. Again, trying to punish people that are spamming the code.
Breaks the drone, though. Whee! We're going for a little ride here. Yep. Let's see how this gets set up.
They've got QCK all the way back in spawn, too. Not exactly sure what he's waiting for, because these players can escape from the lockdown without facing QCK. Oh, he might just get some angles, though. Oh, they clear him.
They clear him
so
with a
diligent.
Yeah, incredibly aware. They want to take the fight anyway. The confidence. Little double peek there, Spas. Okay. Lockdown. Brought down.
Here.
Belt needs to be held, though. And time, yep. Here it is. Really running low. You just have to give it up. This is the strength of the Loud comp when they get into these post plants. The Nana Swarms, the Snake Bites, all of that utility just... Surely doesn't take a fight here. He's holding this off angle, but... Listen, it's not like they're running a KO. There's not going to be a flash to try and supplement it. A dart?
Oh, you don't swing off
Broken.
this.
Swinging anyway. Taking the fight. Oh my goodness, MW just had to scurry and run back up to try and help him out, and just being spammed down. Lockdown. They wanted to fight straight to him. These players going to be detained. That's, I think, 2 of them. Yeah. Taken out. It's Digizine that has to defend them, and they are being hunted. Smoked off to the side, the corner. Snake bite. All this util being used, clearing the common corners, but they've guessed incorrectly. And now they've got their guns back. Still, Louder pushed up. It's hard to re-clear them out of this position, but the gun gives everything away. Less missing a shot. 7 bullets left. These players are being squeezed. Look at that through mid.
To be honest, just trying to save. Again, FURIA have already given up.
One enemy remaining.
How good Loud are.
There goes the operator.
Turrets destroyed.
Nothing
He
left
might get
untold.
he might get some consolation prizes here, but it is disastrous for FURIA. Wow. The way in which they played that defense over by yellow, I don't like it at all, Brent. They got so antsy. 3 players flanking belt. That's a different flavor. Maybe that gets them something.
Oh my goodness.
They're still not looking for Aspas, despite the fact he's been on screens every time.
Yeah. Just missteps in terms of how they want to play this one.
Grenade out.
You can feel it. FURIA maybe getting a little bit flustered, but it might just come down to individuality. Pure plays. And the mechanics at hand. Aspas has been dominant so far this entire series. Spraying through Hunter's Fury now, just to make sure that nobody was sticking at that spike. Takes aim at a different area. The map players falling and still nobody sticking onto the spike. No one putting that pressure on. This time Mazine doing it, but anything in their faces. FURIA, they do win it. Good scaling there as the pressure was applied as the spike was tapped, and they win their ones. First half now. Smoke close there.
The positioning much more aggressive.
Yeah, this is the difference maker. Digizine actually taking fight straight to them. Jumping across, lit up like a Christmas tree. That's what's no choice but to back away, but the angle's watched. Dash to the side. So he is feeling pressured. He's really locked out of position, yet how does he win that? How does he get the kill? And now, with the Reckoning at his feet, dropped out. What? He might be on for it. The ace in the round here. One more shot will do it. Reset down. Aspas shuts that. Puts it to bed. 13 health, though. It's a 1v2, and QCK does have the Resurrect available. Plays for it. Dujazine back in the fight. Angles watched for. Another kill found, but this time dealt with. Supported, though. He's on an island. He's alone right now, but this off angle. Right into the sightline. Nice, popped off. Oh, my goodness! Dujazine!
Spike down, B.
On fire, taking it to him, and he's feeling it. He's not willing to give them an inch. Creeping, crawling back onto the space, back onto the position. 1, 2, 3, can't get the ace again.
Another
Right.
4K.
But listen, damage might be done.
Another 4 kills for Dujazine. Only Aspas able to shut him down. But it's cool for Aspas. He's left in another 1vx that
30
isn't
seconds
possible to win.
Say
Surely
that.
not.
Surely not. Hunting, dash enabled. Re-swings there. Good timing on it. 4 rounds for Furia.
Normally Furia on their pistols are going to go mid first and then towards the site.
4-1 split.
This time,
Fight taken. Jiggle peek. Ah, okay. Aspas wins it, but he is isolated.
and they've still slunk their way through mid. Furia just love this area of the map.
30 seconds left.
Space is going forward. Mazine was looking to try and re-clear, and just like that, something at the back of Aspas' mind in terms of the timings to be taken. He wins that fight out. 2 players falling. Khalil's dealt with. Making the most of the frenzy purchase. On top of this one, Aspas needs to be dealt with, but sticking all the way through. Kalazine, he can't be stopped, and neither can Aspas.
These are the moments that Khalil was winning and putting Furia in such great positions in their other games. Aspas has been dominating them.
Look at these timings that are taken. Spam through the walls. There's a gap actually there with the Vipers. Wall! No way! He doesn't win it. But still moving forward. They're going to try and take up the space, and they do trade it, but only 2 players remain. Unless
1 enemy remaining.
patience with the play, patience with the movement. Just down to NW0. He's got so much to do. Lovely kill to be found.
Feeling area.
And he's made it at least
I have the spike.
one-on-one. Tap of it. Dart clearing some of it up top there on the rafters. Pushing them back. All 3 of their players want to be playing this retake. In the back of the side, and Kawazine's already lurked his way in, straight into the back of it, making sure to clear all these angles, but nobody really watching that one still. 2 years. Swings wide. Knives in the hand of Aspas. 2 years making the most of it, and Aspas from behind. So disciplined, so clean. His team, but it's so unusual. You know, you're playing one role, you're trying to transform into another.
And Aspas taking down the star player of Khalil again.
Fight's taken in kind on either side. So it will be that 4-on-4 battle. Viper Spit as well, but that's a deep plant. Is it going to get covered? Oh my, Hunter's Fury. It cleaves and clears all the way through, down to just 2. Mazine's still alive though, in the pit, but not much longer. Pushed back. The Reckoning, he's stunned up. He can't go anywhere, nowhere to run at all. And now, starting to tap onto the spike, baiting out some of this utility. NW forces the Hunter's Fury, but eventually fades away. The fights need to be won, now. In the face all the way, tap round the side, down to the 1-on-1, and 2 years to close. Loud looking, indomitable.
Defenders
They have
win.
never lost to a Brazilian team, and it's not about to happen here and now. Almost casual on the face of Sadak. 13-4.